Al Roker is known for his co-hosting duties with Today. Naturally, this has led to a variety of memorable scenes with his co-hosts. Recently, Roker gave an interesting reaction to two of his co-stars as they started singing on the show. Two of Al Roker's co-hosts sang a hit from Dolly Parton and Kenny Rogers. Over the years, Roker is probably best known for serving as a weather anchor. However, he has also served as a co-host for Today's Third Hour. Occasionally, this has seen Roker involved with a variety of memorable moments with his co-stars. A recent Pop Start segment, for example, saw Jenna Bush Hager and Savannah Guthrie sing Islands in the Stream by Dolly Parton and Kenny Rogers. However, as noted by Closer Weekly, Roker seemed less than impressed with the performance. He could be seen taking off his glasses and rubbing his face as he sat between the performers. The two notably wrapped their arms around him while they continued singing. Roker then shared, "Please no, make it stop. Make it stop." Interestingly enough, he wasn't the only one to comment on the performance. Fans also noted Craig Melvin and Carson Daly's reactions to the song. Carson Daly continued talking in the background, talking about entertainment headlines. He could also be heard saying, "Oh God, please no." Daly could also be seen hiding his face with a pillow as the song went on. Craig Melvin was also sitting with the others and could be seen smiling awkwardly throughout. The show's official Instagram page also shared a clip of the scene on the platform. Notably, Roker and Guthrie themselves also shared the post. As the caption read, "Uncle Al is tired." Taking to the comments, many fans shared their thoughts on the scene. Many thought Roker's reaction was hilarious, commenting that he was one of their favorite parts of the show. Others commented on the other hosts. Some comments included, "Al is my favorite. He just makes you want to give him the biggest hug. He exudes warmth. Craig is just sitting there like, here we go." Who would have thought Carson Daly is the one trying to keep this show professional? I grew up on TRL, so seeing him as a serious journalist was always a mind-bender, but damn if that fella isn't trying to keep going. Poor Al and Craig are like, forget it. Once they started, there's no stopping them. Poor Al puts up with a lot, but the gang also puts up with his joking and having fun. Carson is definitely having MTV PTSD lol. Did you see this impromptu music number on Today? Make sure you come back to TV Shows Ace for all the latest TV and celebrity news. Al Roker, the beloved weatherman and co-host of NBC's Today Show, is no stranger to memorable on-air moments. His affable personality and quick wit have made him a fan favorite for years. Recently, a spontaneous musical performance by two of his colleagues, Jenna Bush Hager and Savannah Guthrie, during the Pop Start segment, provided the backdrop for another classic Roker reaction, one that quickly went viral and had viewers in stitches. While Roker is a staple of the Today Show, primarily known for his weather reporting, his role extends to co-hosting the third hour, placing him in the midst of various segments and interactions with his fellow anchors. This particular segment, intended to be a light-hearted musical interlude, saw Hager and Guthrie launch into a rendition of the classic Dolly Parton and Kenny Rogers duet, Islands in the Stream. The performance, however, seemed to elicit a less than enthusiastic response from Roker. As the duo belted out the iconic tune, Roker's reactions became the real highlight of the segment. Captured on camera, he could be seen removing his glasses and rubbing his face, a clear indication of his amusement, or perhaps slight discomfort. As Hager and Guthrie, caught up in the moment, embraced Roker, while continuing their performance, his reaction escalated. He playfully exclaimed, "Please no, make it stop. Make it stop." His plea, delivered with a smile, perfectly encapsulated the awkward hilarity of the situation. Roker wasn't the only one whose reactions caught the attention of viewers. The camera also panned to other co-hosts, revealing their own responses to the impromptu concert. Carson Daly, ever the professional, attempted to continue with his entertainment news updates in the background, but his efforts were somewhat overshadowed by the musical interlude. Daly could be heard muttering, "Oh God, please no," echoing Roker's sentiments. He even resorted to hiding his face with a pillow, a clear indication of his playful embarrassment. Craig Melvin, seated alongside the others, offered a more restrained reaction, sporting an awkward smile throughout the performance. The Today Show's official Instagram account further amplified the comedic moment by sharing a clip of the scene. The post, which featured Roker and Guthrie themselves, was aptly captioned, "This Uncle Al humor resonated with viewers who flooded the comments section with their own observations and reactions." The comments section became a forum for fans to express their amusement and admiration for Roker and the other hosts. Many praised Roker's comedic timing and genuine warmth, highlighting him as a favorite part of the show. Comments like, "Al is my favorite. He just makes you want to give him the biggest hug. He exudes warmth," were typical of the outpouring of affection for the weatherman. Others focused on the reactions of the other co-hosts. One commenter humorously observed, "Craig is just sitting there like, here we go." Another pointed out Daly's attempt to maintain professionalism, saying, "Who would have thought Carson Daly is the one trying to keep this show professional? I grew up on TRL, so seeing him as a serious journalist was always a mind-bender, but damn if that fella isn't trying to keep going. Poor Al and Craig are like, forget it. Once they started, there's no stopping them." The playful dynamic between the Today Show hosts was also highlighted by fans. One comment noted, "Poor Al puts up with a lot, but the gang also puts up with his joking and having fun." Another commenter playfully suggested that Daly's reaction might stem from his past experiences in the music industry, writing, "Carson is definitely having NTV PTSD lol." The incident, while light-hearted, offered a glimpse into the camaraderie and genuine affection shared between the Today Show hosts. Their ability to laugh at themselves and each other, even in potentially awkward situations, is part of what makes the show so appealing to viewers. Roker's reaction in particular resonated with many, as it captured the feeling of being caught in an unintentionally funny, slightly uncomfortable situation. This impromptu musical moment and the subsequent reactions of the hosts served as a reminder of the unpredictable nature of live television. It's these unscripted, authentic moments that often become the most memorable and shareable. The islands in the stream serenade and Roker's hilarious response will undoubtedly join the ranks of classic Today Show moments, further solidifying his status as a beloved and integral part of the program. The segment also showcased the close-knit relationship between the co-hosts, demonstrating their comfort and willingness to poke fun at each other, even on live television. This genuine camaraderie is a key ingredient in the show's enduring popularity and contributes to its warm and welcoming atmosphere. For viewers, these moments provide a sense of connection and shared laughter, making them feel like they are part of the Today Show family. The power of relatability. At the heart of Roker's reaction is its sheer relatability. Many people have experienced the awkwardness of being subjected to an impromptu performance, whether it's a tone-deaf karaoke session or a friend's enthusiastic but off-key rendition of a favorite song. Roker's facial expressions, the eye-rubbing, the make-it-stop plea, these are all physical manifestations of that universal feeling of mild discomfort mixed with amusement. Viewers saw a bit of themselves in Roker's reaction, making the moment instantly shareable and meme-worthy. It tapped into a shared human experience, transcending the context of a morning news show and becoming a relatable snapshot of everyday life. The dynamic of the Today Show cast. The chemistry between the Today Show hosts is a crucial element in the show's success. Viewers tune in not just for the news and weather, but also for the familiar faces and the sense of camaraderie that permeates the program. This particular segment highlighted the playful dynamic between Roker, Guthrie, and Hager. Their willingness to engage in light-hearted banter and even poke fun at each other creates a warm and inviting atmosphere. The islands in the stream incident wouldn't have been nearly as funny if it had involved a less familiar or less beloved cast. The established rapport between the hosts provided the foundation for the comedic moment to flourish. It's a reminder that the Today Show isn't just a news program, it's a carefully crafted ensemble performance, where the personalities of the hosts are as important as the content itself. The art of the controlled burn. While Roker's reaction was clearly humorous, it's important to note that it was delivered with a sense of playful affection. He wasn't genuinely offended or upset by his co-host's performance. Instead, he used his comedic skills to amplify the awkwardness of the situation, turning it into a shared joke. This is a classic example of the controlled burn in comedy, taking a potentially uncomfortable situation and using humor to diffuse it and create a moment of shared laughter.